Welcome back, everyone. We are taking a live look outside. You can see the radar there where Tropical Storm Ida approaches off the Gulf Coast. You can see the track of the storm going from Cuba into the Gulf of Mexico and up towards that way. You know, meteorologist Zach Scott has been tracking the forecast for us all week long. We are getting a better idea of where this storm is heading now, Zach.
Yes, absolutely. Again, a lot of the model consensus here over the last 24 hours is focused right on the Louisiana coast, and that's why the official hurricane track that we just saw there, we'll take another look at from the National Hurricane Center, is focused on Louisiana because that's where the majority of the models are going. We run this so many times. We run these models over and over again. There's models that shoot off towards the west or off towards the east. But again, we're really focusing in on Louisiana. Is there enough time for that track to change? Yes. We've seen track shifts happen when the storms were in the middle of the Gulf, let alone not even in there yet. We do expect Ida to get into the Gulf later today. This is the driving force, the driving factor steering Ida off towards the northwest. The big question is, will it allow it to turn north into Louisiana, or will it nudge it a little further west? There's model data that I'm looking at, and I'm pouring through it over and over again. There is suggestions that this high pressure anchored off the southeast coast of the Carolinas strengthens and nudges a little further west, which would take Ida a little further west. It's not out of the realm of possibilities just yet, but the majority of the data for the last day and a half has focused more in on Louisiana. We've seen tracks shift hundreds and hundreds of times, so let's not let our guard down just yet. But high pressure is sending this off towards the northwest. We know that. Again, the official hurricane track does follow along the majority of the model guidance here towards Louisiana, and it's also been up to a major Category 3, making landfall sometime late Sunday into early Monday. Again, you're talking about hurricane watches for Louisiana for the possibility of storm surge around a foot. Rainfall totals around 1.5 feet. So again, a very strong storm is expected to move in to and through the Gulf of Mexico. Conditions are favorable. It's ripe. The water's warm. The winds are light aloft. This storm will strengthen as it moves in. The big question again is, where is the high pressure going to steer it? We know it's going towards Louisiana. How far west can it go? It's going to depend on if this high pressure builds a little bit more across the deep southeast. This particular model, again, trending towards eastern Louisiana. If you have friends, family, property, any kind of interest in this area, they've got to be on guard as this thing is going to be moving very quickly. We're talking about, again, late Sunday. It's Friday morning right now. We're not going to have that much time, which is why it's important, too, to make sure it doesn't shift further west. For us right now, if it stays east, we're hot, we're dry, late Sunday through Monday and Tuesday of early next week. If it shifts further west, cloud cover goes up, rain chances go up, temperatures go down for us. Right now, we are tracking some active weather already along the Texas coast. There's more waves out ahead of this moving along the Texas coast. Again, that's not associated with Ida, but these waves moving off towards the west, we call them easterly flows, they're going to keep rain chances around similar to what we saw yesterday. We had a few spotty showers pop up across our western zones and eastern, southeastern zones. I think our southern half has a decent shot, especially with daytime heating, to see some showers and thunderstorms bubble up again today. Mix of sun and clouds out there, rain activity in the region, bumping temperatures down lower to mid-90s, but the feels like temperature is still going to keep us elevated with heat index values in the upper 90s to around 100, 101. Next day to beat on the top 10 list for latest first 100-degree day is today. And again, I think we're going to beat it. So we are going to move up the top 10 list as forecast temperatures again are going to be lower to mid-90s the next few days. But we do get back near 100 degrees as we get into next week.